Hello there everyone, my name is Garrett, and today I'm going to be taking a look at the Studio Series Revenge of the Fallen Megatron. Did I say Megatron? Sorry, I mispronounced. What I meant to say was Hammond Collection BARYONYX. Yes, Hammond Collection is back by popular demand. Well, less popular demand and more what the algorithm seems to favor. I know that I said, literally just last review, that he would enjoy his retirement without a review. Let's just say his retirement funds ran out. So, moving right into it, I have to say, just from looks, he is quite impressive. We'll get to that in due time, don't worry, but right now I'm just going to talk about the good. And the very, very good of this figure is his sculpt. It's really impressive and easily the best out of all the Hammond Collection figures I have. I mean, I think it looks the best out of the whole line, but I don't own the whole line, so I can't say that. There are so many scoots and scales sculpted so finely, it's really impressive to look at. The paint is pretty decent. I do really like this blue and gray color scheme. It's very aquatic. I think it reminds me of a jet ski. I also really like the paler pink used for the mouth. I think the more subdued colors look great. What I do really love is that the blue on the tail goes the right amount down the tail. It's so good to see, given that most of Mattel's previous dinosaurs have paint that stops too short. There seems to be a big divide on people that like this Jurassic World BARYONYX design and those that don't. If anything, it seems like there are a lot more in the latter category. I don't feel too strongly in either way. If you've seen my other videos, you'll know that I of course like the realistic BARYONYX design more. But as a Jurassic Park styled creature, this is not bad. I can easily imagine this being in the original Jurassic Park and not feeling out of style with the original shrink-wrapped and scaly dinosaurs. By shrink-wrapped, I mean that it doesn't have much muscle mass. It looks like, well, shrink-wrap pulled over bones and not like an actually healthy, living creature. You can see it more clearly on the Jurassic World T-Rex. Anyways, for old Barry here, love him or hate him, he's spitting straight facts. Sorry, I mean love him or hate him, you can't deny that he's got good sculpting. I know there's little evidence to suggest that any dinosaurs would have scoots like that of a crocodile, but I really dig it on this figure. It gives me Mad Ray Harryhausen vibes, you know, some Beasts from 20,000 Fathoms action happening. Back when we thought T-Rex looked like this, and we thought that, whatever this is looked like this. I think it's an iguanodon, but I'm gonna go back over here. Back with the T-Rex and back with, no, he can stay down. Dare I even bring up the N-word, but this dinosaur design makes me feel nostalgic. What else did you think I was gonna say? I actually really like posing this figure with a classic snake-like curve in the tail and the old kangaroo posture. I think it looks nostalgic. And speaking of posing, this guy is really good. There's a ton of joints in the leg, and unlike the Parasaurolophus, they're all really tight. I love the hinge at the ankle, and that swivel is, whew, it's magnifique. Chef's kiss all day. When are you ever going to need to pose the foot at this angle? I don't know, but you can. Another thing to note, his feet aren't too big. The paint goes all the way down the tail and the feet aren't too big. Are we sure Mattel made this figure? There is also a great amount of movement in the arms. It's just some simple hinges and swivels, but it all works together to get the job done. And I think this is just me, because my brain is wired to laugh at funny little characters with strange proportions, but the chubby arms on the otherwise slender body look really funny to me. Certainly a strange decision. It makes him look like he skips leg day, but what would I know? I've never even been to a gym. The claws are painted, which is great, but it made me notice a slight pattern Mattel has. Velociraptor got painted claws, Parasaurolophus didn't. Ceratosaurus got paint, Triceratops didn't. I might be wrong, but it seems to me that Mattel is only concerned with painting their carnivore claws. It's quite unfortunate in my opinion. Hashtag justice for herbivores. Also, it has accurate wrists. When did Jurassic World start doing this? Except only on some, I don't know. Is it weird that the scientifically accurate Atrociraptor in Prehistoric Planet made me genuinely clap and giggle like a small child? Also, now that I'm mentioning Atrociraptor, I'm going to say this, and people in the comments are going to attack me for it, but the Atrociraptor and Pyroraptor in the new Jurassic World look terrible.
Oh, no, 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 no.
The tail is great. I love that the bendy wire allows for a ton of expressiveness, and the quality of the rubber feels very good. The neck and head, however, is where we get into problems. It is floppy. All the joints in the head and neck are just way too loose. And there are a fair amount of joints in the head and neck. There's a ball joint at the base of the neck, a ball joint at the back of the head, and 2 hinges to allow the jaws to open super wide. To be fair, it's not so bad that once posed he won't keep his place, but it is bad enough that if you give him the slightest tap, he'll move. What's really unfortunate are that the joints are so weak that it can be a problem for getting some cool poses, like say a 1/18th scale figure in his mouth, or an Action Master Grimlock. That's right, I've said Action Master Grimlock, and you know what that means. Size comparison. Clunky segue, I'm aware, but did you see how well I introduced posability earlier? Just give me this one. Here he is with Action Master Grimlock, a 6-inch scale Skeletor, and Earthrise Prime. Now buckle in, this is going to be a long one. Here's also the Hammond Collection Velociraptor, then the Parasaurolophus, the Beast of the Mesozoic Pachyrhinosaurus, and then the Juvenile Triceratops, Studio Series Megatron, some more Mattel figures, and last, a fellow Spinosaurid, the Mattel Suchomimus. Overall, I really love this figure. I'm really glad I made this review because typing out all my thoughts made me realize I like this figure a lot more than I thought I did. It has a strange vibe somewhere smack dab between stupid and awesome. I look at him and for some reason I hear Holy Diver by Dio playing in the back of my head. I think the connection is that they are both stupidly cool, and both have no deeper meaning than being stupidly cool.
Holy diver, you've been down too long in the midnight sea. Oh, what's becoming of me?
If you've made it this far, thank you for watching. A like, comment, and subscribe would be appreciated, but really I am just glad if you watched this far because I put a lot of effort into these. I just wanted to bust out a quick and simple one after my last review, and I had a lot of fun making this one. I hope you had a lot of fun watching it. Other than that, I'm out.